Massachusetts. Right now, Tim Rice from Tim Rice Photo in studio with me. Morning, Tim.
Good morning.
It's an earthquake.
Oh, that's me.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I have that. The restless leg syndrome. It's a thing.
Is it a thing?
Mm.
I look at it as kinetic energy. So if my leg is moving, my mouth is not.
You know, that's a good point. I think the only time I do it is when I'm not talking.
Correct. Yeah.
So if I'm sitting still.
And so then I usually tell people, like, look, I can shake your table or I can talk to you. What do you want? Like, and you pick. And most people choose they're okay with the table.
What is it, though? Is it that we always need to, something is going to be moving on us?
I think it's
because I'm a pretty lazy person. I can sit on a couch for a couple hours, but I can.
You can.
You know what I mean?
I can't. That's funny. So, but we both have it. So what does that mean?
So for you, it's you got to get up and do something. For me, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I got an itch. I can't sit still.
Maybe it's my body telling me, get up. You shouldn't be this lazy.
Maybe. Yeah. But I don't think about it. Didn't even know I was doing it, but you're right. The whole thing was shaking.
It's nerves too, I think. If I'm in an uncomfortable situation, it tends to,
I truly believe if I do that, I'm less likely to say something stupid. And I tell people, it's like, and when you make me stop doing that, I cannot control what's going to come next.
Your mind is keeping itself busy.
Yes.
I'm going to shake this leg so you don't shake that person to death.
Correct. Yeah. No. Or just say something that you're not going to want to hear.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
It's funny. There was a text that we're both on, a text chain, and something was said, and then I saw Tim Rice ... You know, and then it went away.
It went away. That sounds about right. I shook my leg.
Yeah,
I was shaking my leg. I just like, no, I'll shake my leg instead.
Oh,
I gotta wonder. I don't. The ... It's interesting. I don't think it's what we think it is.
You don't think so?
No, I think that the ... could be me in another text thread typing.
In another text thread?
Yeah, because you're just typing a text.
But you're in that thread at the moment.
And then you're like, oh, you have to reply to this text.
Yeah.
And I swear, we've made this thing much more dramatic than it is.
It is very dramatic. I saw that you saw it, and then I saw that you were texting, and then you stopped.
That's funny. Can I ask specifically, what was it, the content? Do you remember what it was I was not replying to? That you can share, or is it shareable? Because we have some not shareable.
I think so. I just said safe travels. I just said safe travels.
See, no, I wasn't going to write anything to that particular
but there was the ...
I was texting other people at that moment. Yeah, so I wonder. I don't know. That should be tested. Like, yeah, because that could solve a lot of relationships.
Oh my God! And the fact that as soon as you see something, the other person sees that you saw it.
Yeah.
And if you don't respond right away, there's an issue. Because I've done that before too. Like an hour later, I know you saw this.
Yeah.
What's your answer?
Yeah.
And who knows? I mean, they could be in the car, they could be driving, they could have just.
Or you can see it on your watch. That's your biggest problem. Like if you see it on your watch, it still recognizes it's being seen.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so I saw it. That's cool. But I'm driving.
Right.
Or
I'll get back to that person
I'm
later.
in a photo session. And that's why I've stopped wearing an Apple Watch on purpose because of stuff like that. But
we just want things immediately.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I had pen pals. Did you? Like I
did.
Yeah. So it took them a couple months to write back. I was okay with it.
Can you imagine that, kids?
No, a kid now is like, hey, I wrote to my friend Jimmy. What'd Jimmy say? It's going to be 3 months. It's going to be 3 months before you hear back from Jimmy in South Africa.
Because if Jimmy's busy, he's too busy to write a letter.
Yeah.
Never mind just a quick text saying, I'll get back to you.
Correct.
You don't get a letter back saying, hey, got your letter. I'll get back to you soon.
Do you know how hard it is to find a stamp these days? Like, it's,
right?
Yeah. No, I think pen pals would make millennials' heads blow up. Like,
pen pals. That was the thing.
I had a pen pal. I had one in Africa.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think I had one in maybe Japan. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was all signed up through school. It was in South Africa. And he would write to me. And I think we probably shared over a year 3 letters each. And I consider him one of my closest friends. Like, it's like, that's amazing. Like,
I wonder if we could bring that back.
I think it would be so cool to do that. Like, there's a gentleman in Medway, a really nice guy. He owns Team Rice, in no relation to me. Yeah, Carl Rice. And he's a little bit older than me. And at once a year, like, I would randomly get a letter from him, and he would just tell me, hey, it's nice knowing you, and really nice stuff. But then there would always be someone he goes, I took this class, and like we would just write these letters. And
there's still classes for stuff like that?
Well, now it's a thing.
Nostalgia classes.
Nostalgia or something like that. But he goes, the whole intent is I don't want anything back. I just think people deserve a nice letter. It's like, I still have the letter he sent me last year. It's like, it's just a nice letter. But your wife I consider a crazy person when it comes to this stuff. She would then have to write a thank you letter
for the letter,
because then I would feel obligated that I have to write a thank you letter for the thank you letter.
Right.
And
then now you're chaining. You're
correct.
Yeah.
And so that's why, like, I gave your kid money for congratulations, you graduated from high school. And then I shook him. I remember holding him going, do not write me a thank you card. Okay.
Which we made the kids do
I understand. And I fully appreciate that you do that. But I'm like, look me in the eye, Jack, and just say, thank you. Thank you. We're good.
Yeah.
Don't stop it here, buddy. Because when you send me that thank you card, I'm going to feel obligated to write you a nice thank you note back.
I think it just ends at the thank you.
But yours are so nice.
He got a thank you.
They're really, yours aren't just thank you. It's like, thank you for being like.
Molly's very good at that. Yeah.
She is, but it's makes my legs shake. Like it's a lot. So,
well, duly noted, and we won't send you any thank yous.
I do not believe in notes, letters, and like birthday cards. I don't like cards. No, all we're doing is making money for Hallmark. Like,
yeah, we don't.
I didn't write that.
We don't do holiday cards at all.
Yeah,
and there's some family members that are like, no card. I'm like, no, you're just going to throw it away when I leave.
Right.
But some people do hang them up.
The photo cards for Christmas, and we even actually said that last year. Yeah. But yeah, my dad's a big card person, and he's like, oh, that sentiment was just really nice. I'm like, I didn't write it.
I hardly read it at the store.
At this point, AI's writing this crap. Like I don't. Yeah. That's not my photo.
Oh, that's sad too. So you have all these people sitting in a room 20, 30 years ago
that at least
actually
was
thinking and writing poetry, and now
it's
all
probably
those
just
people
like, hey,
gone.
Yeah, make dog died rhyme. Like that's pretty much it.
Or you could just like, all right, I'll go to ChatGPT, right?
Yeah, write me a nice card.
GPT. Okay, I can't do this. All right, here we go. All right, so write. My G's not working on my thing. I have to hit it a couple times.
That's not
right.
Good.
A nice card. Right, card. Hallmark. Yeah. Let me say Hallmark.
Hallmark-ish card thanking Tim for the photo he took of my dog's crap.
Thanking Tim for photographing. These are things I should do beforehand. Right?
No, this is interesting. This is good TV.
For Tim photographing my dog's crap. I guess that's for lack of a better word.
Well, we're giving it some chances to rhyme.
Absolutely. Here's a suitable over the top Hallmark version. Some moments in life are beautiful, some are unforgettable, and some are a pile of dog crap. It takes a truly gifted photographer to recognize that even life's less glamorous moments deserve to be captured forever. Thank you, Tim, for bringing your talent, your artistic eye, and presumably a very good zoom lens to the important task of photographing my dog's crap.
That's too much.
I know this is a lot. Because
I would have said rhyme.
I think this is just
make it rhyme.
Okay.
Just one last prompt. Make it rhyme and shorter.
Rhyme and shorter.
Yeah. This is good.
Like a greeting card.
That I told you the first time.
Right, I know. Oh, don't even get me started with the prompts. Roses are red. The sky can be blue. Thanks so much, Tim, for photographing poo.
That was in the 50s. That was three guys with a cigarette sitting around a table going, I got one.
And it goes on.
Yeah.
A moment so crappy, yet captured with class. Thanks for
awesome.
Thanks for everything. What came out of my dogs.
Yeah. That's a job that was lost, folks. Like,
you would open that though. You would laugh. Like, that's a greeting card you should get.
But now I'm sad because somebody lost a job.
And there's no chance you're going to be in the position of taking pictures of a dog's poop. Right?
Funny you say that. So I own a 1 hour photo lab, and there was a man who is a Medway resident who I swear to God hated me. And every last frame on his roll of 36 photos was his dog taking a crap.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
But artistically.
Yeah.
The one that comes to mind the most is he had the tire swing.
Yep.
And so he lined up the long lens so he could see right through the tire swing.
Nice.
And the dog is looking, and it's through the tire swing, and it's just in that awkward hunched up position, making eye contact with the camera, taking a crap.
Yeah.
And he did this to me probably for 3 years. And I would call him on it. He goes, what? Just trying to use up the film. And I swear to God, he hated me. And then this was his way of telling me.
I never, ever, ever once thought of messing with the photo tech. But what a great
Seinfeld
idea.
did. Yeah, it was all because of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seinfeld, the whole George thing. Like they look at the photos. Like that was a big thing. Yeah. But that changed. I had the store during that time period, and that changed the thing. I would get women showing me stuff and then go, "Did you enjoy the role?" Like I like in the middle. Like I had a lot of that. Yeah. And then the dog crap was a big thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. So anyway, what did you want to talk about today? I
don't know.
We're doing good so far.
I love the Hallmark thing. I feel bad for the people who used to work for Hallmark though.
I applied to Hallmark once.
Did you?
Yes. For my photos. Yeah. So you could apply as a photographer, and then you give them all your photos, and they would take your stock photos and they would put them into a bin in like a pile. Like this is in the late 90s.
Yeah.
And I was working for Kodak at the time, early 2000s. I was working for Kodak, and somebody told me, it's like, I guess I'm making money. He goes, but the thing is, you don't own the photos once you give it to them. I'm like, well, I don't want that. And he goes, but your toy photos, those would be great. And I'm like, I'm like, okay, but then that's a whole licensing thing. Like, how does Hallmark get my Lego guy? Like, that would just seem like that would be an issue for them.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure they have the rights to everything at this point.
You think they would? Yeah. But again, I don't know why cards aren't dead.
Well, I know the aisles are shorter now.
So, they are. Yes.
So we have that going for us.
So my cousin graduated high school a couple weeks ago, and we went to the grad party, and I'm like, I'll just stop at CVS and I haven't bought a card in years. And eventually I think I just got them a card that said something about like new baby or something. And I I crossed everything out and just rewrote my own stuff. At this point, I'm just buying card stock. And I handed it to them going, look, there's not a lot. Oh, no, it was a preschool graduation card. That's what it was.
Okay.
Because that's all I could find. That wasn't either incredibly religious or like this is the one I'm going with. The family's in the car. Like, this is ridiculous. And then I go, hey, don't pay any attention to the card. Like, and they thought it was funny.
I used to do that as a goof.
Yeah. I did it as a goof once, and it to this day has ruined my life.
Really?
Yeah. I bought my parents a sympathy card for their 25th wedding anniversary.
That's great. That's brilliant.
Not to them.
Ugh.
They were so mad. Right?
Really? This is over a card.
The maddest. I have quit 3 colleges. I have crashed numerous cars. I have lost my brother in a shopping mall. The maddest my parents ever got at me was when I gave them a sympathy card for the 25th wedding anniversary.
Wow. That's something deeper that you...
I think I hit the nail on the head, to be honest with you. I think that's really what it was doing.
Maybe that's the point they realized.
We can't get out of this, and you're giving me sympathy? Like, yeah, I think that's truly what it was. The next year, the 26th anniversary, I bought them front row tickets to Reba McEntire to compensate for it. And they sat next to Reba McEntire's mother.
Wow.
And the funny part is that's probably the most proud they've ever been of me. Like, and the two things are related to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause I was working at Newbury Comics. So I was able to get like the good, you worked in the industry. Like you can call favors. And I just remember calling favors and like, really, for Reba? And I go, I'm calling in all my chips. And they sat with Reba's mother, and my mother to this day will talk about how she sat with Reba McEntire's mother. But it's all because of my sympathy to you and your spouse, like card. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. Did they keep in touch with Reba's mom?
No, I don't think so. I don't think
wasted opportunity.
Pen pals.
Yeah. They could have been pen pals.
Yeah, this is in 90 something. So yeah.
You could be in a different place right now.
I could be.
If your parents were friends with Reba's mom. Yeah. Which in turn I guess they'd be friends with Reba eventually.
Auntie Reba, yeah. Imagine
Reba.
Auntie Reba, the money Auntie Reba has.
You'd be you could be Reba McEntire's photographer.
Could be. It would be awesome. I don't see that happening though. But yeah, thanks for these.
Your parents should have taken the hint in that first year with the card and just separated. And none of this would have happened, and you wouldn't be thinking to yourself, I could be friends with Reba.
The stuff I'm going through right now, Ray, would be so much easier. I love that thought. I'm going to tell her next time I see her. Like, if you guys had just divorced.
Don't say it came from me.
Yeah.
I saw Michael Costa on Friday night in Concord from The Daily Show.
Yeah.
Very funny.
I'm jealous. Yeah.
Never seen him outside of The Daily Show. And he came out with a t-shirt and jeans and sneakers and told his funny stories and whipped his well-coiffed hair around.
He's got good hair.
But it was all over the place that night.
That's awesome.
He was very
Wasn't the news anchor that night?
Used the stage. Not the news anchor. Hardly talked about The Daily Show until the Q&A at the end.
Wow.
People asking, how do you like working at The Daily Show?
What a great question.
Great wasted question.
Yeah.
I said, how do you get rid of ants? But you had to be there because it was part of
tied to something else.
It was tied to something I was involved with.
Yeah.
He asked me a question and I answered, and people laughed. And
That's awesome.
At the end, I raised my hand. Yeah. How do you get rid of it? And the place went wild again.
You got your moment.
And then Molly looked at me and said, you think you're going to be best friends with this guy now, right?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, kind of.
We've met a lot of people we thought we were going to be best friends with. It's very easy to fall into that trap.
Sure. Yeah. And then I go down to get the book signed.
I saw the pictures,
I assume he's going to
remember you.
He did not. But the opening act was from Grafton, which was kind of
I saw that too, yeah.
She was funny. We got to go up to Concord. I know we do Portsmouth and Portland from time to time. Concord's a nice little town too.
There's a new comedy place there's a comedy spot in Foxborough now.
Is there?
Yeah, next to the Phoenix.
Place?
Yeah.
Is it its own? Oh, somebody was telling me about that. Is it its own room, or they just have comedy there?
I think they just have comedy. It's the room that they used to have like the New England Music Awards and like Bad Marriage was there once, and we were astronauts. It's that room.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but
anybody good go through it?
I don't know. I just saw the sign when I went to the Spider-Man.
I would imagine with it being Patriot Place, they should probably get some good names.
You would think so,
but then you'd think the Country Place would get better names too, and they don't.
Yeah, but Country Massachusetts, Comedy Massachusetts, one makes more sense.
It makes more sense, but you'd be surprised how many country fans there are up this way.
I know.
This is like, I think they call New England Nashville North or something.
Do they?
Yeah, something like that.
That's not what I call it, but yeah.
When are you leaving? Speaking of the country.
2 weeks from Thursday.
2 weeks? Oh, I thought it was more recent.
No, it's the last week of Thursday.
You all set?
Last week of Thursday, last week of August.
How's your correspondence going with the town?
Slow.
So if people don't know,
talk about pen pals. Yeah, I mailed them stuff. And
you actually mailed pieces of paper.
I mailed pieces of paper and signage that I made like it was 1996.
Yeah.
And said, here are the forms that people can fill out, and hopefully people are filling them out. I don't know if they are.
I mean, you could probably send an email, but they probably would be like, our AOL dial-up isn't working today, so you might want to send a letter.
I don't know. And then I wrote to the city council people that approved me, and I made a sign and that says what I'm doing, and it has a QR code on it, which I'm sure that somebody can explain to them what that means. And we will hang it in the community center.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's it. Just
that's the correspondence I've gotten.
There's not a newsletter that goes around this. This is a very small town, folks. It's right in the middle of
I rented a house in the town. I'm living in the town for 3 nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. I rented one of their houses, and I'm going to stay.
So the town crier could run around and tell people.
I figure I'm going to get there on Thursday afternoon. I'm just going to walk around, knock on doors going, hey, I'm here taking photos. And then whenever I don't get shot, I'll take their picture. Like,
it's the first thing that came to mind was the carry.
So I sent the stuff to the Mercantile, the general store in the area. There's a lady there who runs the registers, Lori. She's awesome, and she has 5 signs and small signs, big signs. I made a whole bunch and I sent them a care packet.
Yeah,
and
they'll be ready for you. I'm sure they will be.
I gotta think so. If not, it's going to be a great story either way. That's how I look at it at this point. It's paid for. It's booked. Unfortunately, all my flights are either coming in at midnight or leaving at 6 o'clock in the morning. So like that's the only way you can get to Kansas City, but I got a Jeep. So that's,
there you go.
Yeah.
So your goal is to photograph the middle and the people that live there and kind of tell a story with these photographs, these portraits.
I'm capturing
it's going to be the scenery.
Yeah. We live in a country that's completely divided and left and right, and everybody has an opinion. And you know what? I'm talking to the people that live dead center in the middle and taking their picture and capturing who's there during the 250th anniversary of our country.
And you were already there a couple months ago.
Yes.
And you did say that politics wasn't a big topic of conversation. It wasn't forced on us like it is here.
I never found it forced.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a very fair way to put it. Yeah, we talked politics, but it wasn't like we talked politics. We talked about political stuff. And one of the things that the theme of me traveling that area was everybody wanted to talk to me as the representative of the East Coast.
Okay.
And which I find hysterically sad because I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But they're like, hey, so, like, it's funny because I went out there to find out like what people were thinking, and they're like, ooh, hey, you come here. And then I came across as, I guess, normal enough that they were approaching me and talking about
What did they think of us to begin with? What was their perception of New Englanders?
So I found out their perception of New Englanders and East Coasters based off of the fact that I was told numerous times I'm not what they expected.
Okay.
And so, well, what did you expect? And that's how you find out. They're like, oh, most people come out here a little angsty. Yeah. I heard high anxiety, entitled was a big one. You don't seem like any of that. And then also I always get the, you don't sound like you're from Boston. Say car. I don't have a Boston accent.
Central Mass is different.
It is, yeah.
And I think if you're a little bit more worldly, I mean, that's kind of a pretentious way to put it, but you lose your accent.
I also think
you've traveled a lot.
TV has ruined all this.
That's a good point. I tend to mimic the people I'm around, but I think I'm around people on TV more who normally don't have accents at all.
They don't have accents, or they have pretend accents.
Unless they're playing into like
Matt Damon has an accent in his character. Yes. Matt Damon doesn't have an accent.
Exactly, yeah.
But they associate Matt Damon with the accent because he was in Departed or it's like, it's very weird. But that was a big thing. And then and they were all, it was very humbling.
Yeah.
Their big issue, and I heard this is the biggest theme of the trip when I talk to people, is coast-centric, is what I call it.
Okay.
They truly believe that the country is only important if there's an ocean touching your state.
Well, I think that's how we treat it.
But they feel victimized by that.
Sure. Yeah.
And I get it.
That.
Their whole thing was like, you barely know what time it is here right now. And I'm like, no, I don't change my watch. I keep my time on my watch. I keep my time because my phone will go to the local time, but my time is here. Yeah. They go, yeah, I know what time it is in your state at all times because I have to know when Eastern time is, because our life is based off of Eastern and West Coast time. We're just the other time zones in the middle.
That's right. Yeah, I never.
So they go. We know. We base everything off of that. It's almost like speaking a different language. You're never speaking our language. We're constantly speaking your language.
Yep.
And then the saddest thing that I heard was from a guy in Oklahoma who said that if 9/11 happened in Oklahoma, Kansas, or Missouri or something like that, we'd never talk about it again.
That is true. Although we do talk about the Oklahoma bomb.
And I said that, and he goes, as much? And I go, not even close. He goes, on the specific anniversaries, yes. But even out here, it never affected the way that, like, New York changed because of that. He goes, Oklahoma didn't change. We have a new building. And he goes, and I understand what you're saying. He goes, but at the same time, something that big out here. He goes, there was a fourth plane. It crashed somewhere, right? He goes, where is it? He goes, no, we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
But New York, God forbid something happens to New York.
Right.
And he meant it respectfully, but in a very, they called it, there was a guy who goes, it's coast-centric. This whole country is coast-centric.
Well, we have big cities up here, Boston, New York, and those are.
But then you go down Washington, Richmond, right? Like you can go down the coast, and we just say those are the flyover states.
Yeah,
and as a person who just recently went through 5 of the flyover states consecutively, I can tell you the second I passed into a different state, I saw a different personality.
Oh yeah, well, driving through, I caught that.
Yeah, they're not the same thing, but that's like saying Vermont is New Hampshire.
Right.
It's not.
They are neighbors.
They're neighbors. Right? They're close. They share some trees.
Yeah.
But they're very different states. And Massachusetts is not Rhode Island. Yeah. And Connecticut is not New York. Like they're very true. They're very different personalities.
Massachusetts, Connecticut, 2 totally different states
very different
that abut
states.
each other.
Yes, but they're very close to each other.
Even Rhode Island.
Yep. And we're closer than these states are that I went through.
Yeah.
Because those states can fit New England in them.
Right.
But we as collectively as East Coasters, we're like, well, there's that stuff over there, and then I get to California.
Just a different way of living.
Yeah.
Geographically.
I still say the biggest thing I learned from the trip, and I knew it before I left the trip, is the country's too big and needs to be divided. Like it's not. If this was a company, you would never let it get this big.
We decided Canada was too much for us, and we left it up there and said, you guys can have that.
New England should be its own. There should be a northeast. There should be a northeast, a southeast, a central, and a west. At the very least, those are 4 different countries.
Yeah.
I'd still say you could divide it up more. And they said we're governed by the East Coast. That's how they kept, that was a big thing. We're governed by the East Coast. It's like, you think about that for a second. The guy who's in charge, everybody who's in charge is tilted over here.
Sure. Yeah.
And then it trickles that way.
Yeah.
He goes, that's bull. And this is the stuff they would talk about.
And then you got the West Coast, which is so left leaning that starts to push over a bit. So they are truly in the middle.
They're the middle child. Yeah. They're the middle child of the country. And it was entertaining. And then on top of like California is the 15th largest economic entity in the world. Not even
in the world.
In the world. Yeah. California is bigger with money than most countries. It could be its own country and be fine. But we're governed by a guy or not a guy, but a process that is 4,000 miles to the right. Yeah. It's just weird.
And you can't watch everything all at once.
You also can't be expected to have these people live under the same things. It's a very interesting.
So you would think that Washington, D.C. would be centralized. It would be where you're going.
I don't even think it's local. I don't think it's centralized in location. I think it's centralized in thinking.
Thinking too, but if it was located in the middle, I think people would have a better.
And at one time it was.
We would agree.
We were only 13.
Oh, right.
It geographically made sense.
So maybe that's why they put it there to begin with.
Right.
But once the country was established, put it in the middle just to put people's minds at ease.
Chicago would work better, in my opinion. Yes. And I get it. But it was entertaining to have these conversations with people. And very civil conversations, very simple conversations.
Which hardly happens up here.
No. And they weren't ever like a conversation about that. It was just a conversation, and this stuff would sneak in.
Yeah.
And you know me, like I have a very good memory, and I can kind of feel threads to themes of what we're talking about. It was all disguised in other things. I'm picking parts out of stuff, but there was never a conversation where we said, hey, let's talk politics. There never was.
And there was no anger.
No, but there was like, I've been talking to you for like 20 minutes. Like, this is a truth. I've been talking to you for 20 minutes. You really don't feel like you're from the East Coast.
Yeah.
Like, what does that feel like? And then they tell me some of the jackasses that would show up there. Lebanon had the best story of visitors. So because it is the center of the country, it does have like, as somebody said, a ball of twine type of feel to it. Okay. So it's on the map of, you want to go there. It's the middle.
Yeah.
Like, I'll go to the middle. And then people will show up and park their cars on the streets and
take
pictures of houses and stuff like that. And the lady that I was talking to said she backed out of her driveway one day and she clipped a car. And she goes, I have lived here my whole life. She's probably 60 something. There's never been a car at the end of my driveway. Why would there be a car at the end of my driveway? She goes, my bad. I didn't look, but then I hit it. And the guy's like, I can't believe you hit my car. She goes, why are you parked in front of my driveway? Who are you? And he's out there in the street, in the middle of the street, standing in the middle of the street, taking pictures of like, oh, look how quaint this is. People live here. Like, this isn't the zoo. Like,
and he's filling up his Instagram.
Yeah. And she goes, and that's what we expect when somebody comes in and says, I'm from the East Coast.
Yeah, I could see that. That's tough.
So that's why they embraced me, at least while I was there. And that's how that led to this project. Because I was told, you don't seem like you're here to...
Well, you're documenting in a proper way.
I don't know. They just deserve to have a story told. And every person I talk to, it almost feels like Homer, Alaska type of thing. Yeah. Like, people go there to... Everybody in Alaska has a story.
Yeah.
That's what this felt like. Like, everybody here had a story. Like,
I can imagine. I mean, anywhere. And you don't think people live other places until you go and you're like, there's a community here. That's weird. Yeah. I thought we all live in New England.
So it's my neighborhood. It's about the size of my neighborhood.
Yep.
Is their town.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But just that, like, the houses there. And if you take every other house away, that's how close the houses are.
Yeah.
So I'm staying at what is... it's I Airbnb'd it because there's not a lot of hotels around there. And there's 4 deer heads hanging over like, whoa, this is
of course
a look. And then if I do choose to hunt, there is a hunting table in the back where I can
cut your fish.
And it shows a big stone thing. And if you come with your own dogs, there's a kennel for your hunting dogs. Like, this is the house I'm staying at.
Yeah. Well, we got a couple more weeks to learn more. And send you off. Anything else?
No, that's ran the gamut. We were all over the place.
That's okay. It's good.
That's good. Did we record it this time?
Yes, we did.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Good. We lost a great conversation last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
All right. Hannah's coming up real soon from Try Together to talk about tutoring. School is starting soon. Let's jump to a commercial here. We've got Fourth Year. Oh, we got Fitch's, one of Fitch's songs that
nice.
I was a part of. Coming up next. Protect your property.